First, this new time, though, heartbreaking details just keep pouring in on a disturbing discovery. At this hour, Hazmat crews are getting close to finishing the cleanup. This at the Blackstone, Massachusetts home, where the remains of 3 infants were found in wretched conditions. Eyewitness News reporter Sean Daly is working the story. He has the latest now from the mobile newsroom. Sean?
Danielle, it's been nearly a week now since the sickening discoveries inside what is being called a house of horrors here in Blackstone, and still, even nearly a week later, the shock has not worn off. The depravity runs so deep, it's hard to know where to begin. Maybe the best gauge of the severity of the situation comes from the chairman of Blackstone's Board of Health, who says this is the worst he's ever seen in his career. Last week, authorities discovered the remains of 3 infants amid squalid conditions in a house on St. Paul Street that was so filthy, workers needed to wear hazmat suits to even so much as attempt a cleanup. The police arrested 31-year-old Erica Murray on charges that include fetal death concealment, witness intimidation, and permitting substantial injury to a child. Erica Murray's lawyer says she's now in a prison treatment unit in Framingham that provides additional protection for inmates who could pose a suicide risk. Court-appointed lawyer Keith Halpern believes his client suffers from a mental illness. He also expressed skepticism to the Associated Press that forensic testing of the remains of the infants could determine whether the babies were stillborn or died after birth. Erica Murray's lawyer also is hopeful that tests will reveal no physical harm was inflicted on the 3 infants to cause their deaths. Autopsies are being conducted by the state medical examiner. Court documents obtained by Eyewitness News reveal that earlier in late August, the state's Child Welfare Agency, the DCF, removed 4 children from Erica Murray's home after a neighbor reported that her son and his friend, who lives in the house, couldn't get the babies to stop crying. The ages of those 4 children are 13, 10, 3, and 6 months. No birth records exist for the 2 youngest children, and Erica Murray's lawyer said he believes his client secretly gave birth to those children because her boyfriend didn't want any more kids than the 2 they already had. Court documents reveal the boyfriend, 37-year-old Ramon Rivera, was living at the house. He faces a charge in connection with marijuana growing in the basement, but he has not been charged in connection with the discovery of the remains of the 3 infants. Just about 15 minutes ago, an official with the Department of Health did enter the house with someone from Aftermath Services. He just came back out and is now meeting with the town administrator. We're here, and we'll have the very latest starting on Eyewitness News live at 5. Live in Blackstone with the Southeastern Massachusetts Mobile Newsroom, Sean Daly, Eyewitness News.
And stay with us for continuing coverage of this disturbing discovery on Blackstone, on air and online, as we've posted the police photos from inside the home's basement on our website, WPRI.com.